I'm going to show you how to turn your followers that are coming in from your top of funnel follower ad into paying clients, how to bring this traffic, nurture them, and without being pushy, without being salesy, using a very much pull marketing strategy, turn these followers that you currently are getting and already have into paying clients. The entire DM setting framework that we use so that you're no longer selling on these calls with so much resistance, but rather all of it is done in the pre-qualification DM setting process, and you're only booking calls with people who show 80% show intent of them wanting to work with you and partner with you. In fact, we don't even jump on calls with anybody who has lower than an 80%. Instead of paying thousands of dollars to VSLs and to book calls so that you can get a book call, which is $200, $300. Right now, what we're doing is we're getting hundreds of those people to come into our Instagram instead and using our IG as a funnel. I'm going to show you exact real life examples of how our Instagram with only 2,500 followers, real life examples of us walking it through how these people right here actually were booked onto a call. I'm going to show you the entire DM setting process that we used so that you can implement it yourself. And these are our ICPers right here. So instead of actually spending that money on VSL ads, what we're doing is we're getting thousands of profile visits, as you can see, hundreds of them turning into followers here, while only spending so far on this campaign a couple $100. So our cost per ICP follower right now is anywhere between $2 to $10, and our cost per follower on this specific campaign right here is literally about $3 per follower coming in. Incredible. It's insane. I'm going to give you the exact pre-DM profile check on how to know when people are ICPers or not, how to open up story opener, which is producing a 60 to 80% actual response rate for us, how to qualify and build rapport, how to send the voice memo and value drop so that they are literally being nurtured and converted before they even jump on a call with you. And you only jump on a call with people who are already 80% high intent, ready to literally partner with you, how to frame the call, show up rate, making it so that people actually show up. With our follower ad campaign, when people book a call, there's at least a 60 to 90% show up rate for ourselves and for all of our clients, because it's a pull marketing strategy. So people only jump on because they really want to actually have a conversation with you, and not because it was forced, not because it was salesy, but rather it was a pull marketing. We pull away. Why? Because we only want to show up for people who are high intent in this entire process. So with that, I mean, our Instagram, if you can see every single day when you're running your follower ad, you're going to begin to get, you're probably already running it. If not, you should literally go launch that. You're getting so many followers coming in, all these. This is how our follower campaign looks every day. And what you want to do, where most of you right here are lacking this expertise and knowledge, is like, how do I actually turn these followers into paying clients or into qualified book calls so that I can make offers to the right type of people? What you want to do is get a follower. When you get your followers every single day, you're vetting out to see if this person is qualified or not. Let me just walk you through every one of these components. And again, we have the full SOP right here so that you can take a look here and walk through this step by step. It gives you exact step-by-step instruction on what to do. And note this, and I say this all the time, there's not a script that we follow. We follow frameworks. When you run a script, you sound salesy. You sound like you want to just sell this person. People do not respond. In fact, you won't even get a show rate because you're not even getting a response rate. Your response rate is low. Your show rate is not even there because there is no one booking calls with you. You're running it the old way, saying, hey, what made you give me a follow? Hey, bro, like, how can I help you? Like, bro, that doesn't work. Like, what you want to do is position yourself as an authority, move them down that process, but being a nonchalant, very consultative type of approach. That's how we run our DMs. So let's walk through it. They followed you. They raise their hand, and you follow from your ad is the warmest lead you can ever get. You're bringing them into your ecosystem. I will tell you right now, this is better than bringing people into a marketing campaign, because that's the old way of running things. And not that that doesn't work. It still does. But the new way, building trust, credibility, and answering these three questions as to why people buy from you. Do I like you? Do I like you? Do I know you? Do I like you? Do I trust you? And can I relate to you? These three questions right here are literally how people will turn into buyers. And if you can answer that with your IG acquisition, that's way better than getting an email. Do you want to buy from somebody who's sending you an email? Do you want to buy somebody you're seeing the reels, your stories, you're seeing the lifestyle, you're seeing exactly the type of results that you want to get from their client results. That's why followers are such the currency in today's day and age. They saw your content, they chose to follow you, and are actively watching you. So your job is to continue to pull, not shove them into a pitch. One wrong DM kills the entire relationship. One great DM starts a 10K conversation. People who will literally pay in the DMs. I'm not saying that that's always going to happen right off the bat. You might have to have a couple calls. But the goal, really, the new way to actually build your business is that your content really eliminates all of the objections, and that your content and your DM setting is booking calls with people who are ready to buy, credit card in hand, ready to join and partner with you, because all of it has been already eliminated in the front end of everything. So non-negotiables, DM every follower within 24 hours. I would even say, especially if you have a DM setter, DM every follower within an hour of them following you. And it's not an opener as, hey, what made you want to follow me? No, nothing like that. Look, they already followed you. Build a relationship. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Use voice memos over text for any messages over 2 sentences. Review their profile before sending anything. Follow up 48 hours, 96 hours, 7 days of no response. I'm going to show you the exact follow process. The follower advantage is the person chose to follow you. They didn't stumble on it. You don't stumble upon a follow. They're pre-warned by your content, already curious about what it is that you have to offer. Now it's just your literal role to make this person want to book a call with you, because it's their choice, not because it's your choice, not because you convinced them, but because they themselves have already been persuaded as to you being the authority to their problems. And I'm going to show you how to do it. First and foremost, first one right here. You need to understand strong ICP signals. They need to have an active profile, posted content within the last 7 to 14 days. And of course, every one of your offers is a little bit different, but if somebody hasn't posted in like 2 years, they're probably not the greatest lead, right? Especially in today's day and age with content. Clear bio, story is up, right? They have stories, they're active, reply to these first, revenue signals, engagement on their posts, follower count between 1K to 40K, low ICP signal, because a lot of you ask, how do I know whether this person is actually an ICP or not? Read through this, study this. This will tell you exactly what to look out. And of course, it's not perfection, but I'm not going to message somebody who has 3 followers, no profile picture, and like nothing on there. That's not an ICP. I'm not even going to waste my time on that. Like, I'm really not going to even waste my time on that, and you shouldn't either. Low ICP signal, qualify more carefully before investing any time. If you are going to message some of these people, especially for you people who have a B2C offer, sometimes it's hard to tell right off the bat. It's hard to tell if they're ICP or not, because like my offers is B2B. So like I can almost already tell, but for you B2C people, it might take a little bit more time. Just make sure that your vetting process, you don't want to waste your time. You may think that booking a call is a better alternative than not booking that call. But really, if you book that call with somebody who's not going to show up, waste of time. Somebody who's going to show up, low intent, or is not an ICP, even person, man, that's literally even worse, because that hour that you're going to go spend, that 30 minutes that you could have spent there, you could have spent creating content. You could have spent actually creating leverage and attracting the right person. Man, it's a waste of time. So vague or blank bio, unclear on what they do or what they sell, no content lasts 30 days, not serious about their growth. Beginner content tips for free with no monetization signal, 500K plus followers, likely not your buyer. They might just be curious. Who knows? Who knows though? Who knows? I'm not saying that this is the case for all of them. We're working with people who have over 100K followers. And man, great clients. Just showing you some stats to look out for. No offer visible, positioning unclear. They may be aspiring but not operating. This is for me, my specific offer. You make this your own. You look at the signals that I'm looking at when I'm looking at ICP followers, whether they're ICP or not. Agency style or brand content, wrong buyer persona, okay? So do they have a story up? If so, always reply to that story when they begin to follow you. So here's the process. Boom, they gave you a follow. Right away, I'm looking if they have a story up. If they have story sequences or any type of story on their story, boom, I'm swiping up on that. That is literally producing a 60 to 80% response rate with cold traffic. Now imagine with the follower. Man, that's like closer up to that 80 to 90% for sure. And I have the exact numbers and data that I can show you. But I want to tell you right now that the story sequence play right there, swiping up on that, is the best play. No story. User bio, reference something specific about the buyer or pin post. Generic thanks for the follow messages, get ignored. Show you actually looked at their profile. It immediately differentiates yourself from any other accounts who are sending them DMs. Think about how many people are sending them DMs. How many people send you DMs? Be different, be authentic, be genuine. We're missing genuineness in this market right now. If you can do that, there's no reason why they're not going to respond, especially if they followed you. 24-hour window, I would definitely make that even like more like 1 hour. Like, you got to be on it, especially if you have a DM setting team. But I understand some of you may not have that right now at this moment. For you, like, literally respond within the next 2 hours. If you're not responding in 2 hours, like, come on, you're literally missing out on an opportunity. 1 hour max is what we got going on. After 28 hours, they moved on mentally. They're on to the next thing. So I'm going to show you one quick live example, because in the midst of this, as I'm going through this, I'm going to show you some live examples of how it looks, and to show you that we literally don't follow a script. It's a framework of pull marketing, of building genuine rapport and connection with our ICP followers, and why it produces such great results. Here you go. Literally gave me a follow. I just said, God bless you, brother. Nonchalant, the authority in my profile already says it. What's it that you're scaling? Ha ha ha, because he said he was scaling. IG story keeps going, keep going. We just keep having a conversation. IG story, your personal brand or offer, website marketing. You do marketing, et cetera, et cetera. Now he's messaging me on something specific that we had posted, one of our stories or an ad that we had going on. Is mine good? Boom. We're just having a conversation. We're literally just having a conversation. Now I'm nurturing him. I'm sending him assets. Boom. Let's jump on a call. Boom. Call. My apologies, et cetera, et cetera. Jumped on the call, made it happen, right? So forth. And as you can continue to go on, we ended up having our brother Brian work with us, and now he's getting phenomenal results. All of this has been revamped. He's using all of our, a lot of our assets here to build out his own offer and running follower ads, which just in the last couple of days probably got in a couple hundred followers running this exact funnel play. So that's one example right there. I want to show you guys, but let's go ahead and move on to the next part here of this process. So you've identified they're an ICP follower. How do we actually reach out to them? Story reply. Let's go ahead and exit that one out so that we know that we've gone through him. Story reply, first direct. Saw your story on X topics. You don't want to say that necessarily. I'm going to swipe up on something on the story. They could be a fitness. I could say something about what they're posting. Sometimes they post about the Bible, which I love to swipe up on that because I always love to connect with brothers and sisters in Christ. Sometimes their lifestyle, eating food, whatever it is that they're posting or something about their offer, that even perfect. I'm asking direct questions. And now we're going through that right there. Buy your own curiosity, appreciate the follow. Wouldn't necessarily say that right off the bat. Again, this is just examples. These are frameworks, but I would say something more like, saw that you're doing something within that niche. Boom. Actually show. In fact, I would annihilate this right here. Annihilate this. I'm going to take this off right there. But anyway, go into specifically about their niche or authority challenge. Your content solid. Are you getting clients from this and your followers right now? Or mostly just followers right now? I give them an option. Hey, are you actually getting clients from this, or you're just getting followers, just building a brand? It's authoritative and it's like challenging in such a way where they want to answer like, no, I'm actually making money, or I'm not making money. Like, and then they have a problem, or I'm not making the money that I want to make. That's a better problem because I'm not making money. I don't want to work with people who are business opportunity seekers. Now, peer level opener, you're making moves. What's the main goal that you're focused on building right now? Something like along those lines that is genuine, that's curious, that's unique, that is authentic, that it's not like, hey bro, what made you give me a follow? Gets people to respond. And once we get through that part right here, never send this. Thanks for the follow. Hey, glad you're here. I help coach a skeleton. Bro, like we help you. Come on. All of that does not work. It literally does not work. Any of these instant disqualification. The follow was warm. Don't make it cold. Don't make it cold. Don't ruin it. Your first impression is that first message that you send. Actually, no, your first impression is your Instagram profile and how it's set up for authority. That second impression is what type of approach are you going to send to them, right? They look at you visually, they're appealed, they wanted to give you a follow, they like your content, they like what you have going on. If the first thing that you're saying is you're breaking that relationship and making it cold, then you ruined everything. It would take you months, or you'll never maybe get that ICP person because they've already got a bad taste of who you are. We want to build a good impression, build rapport. So now that we get a opener, right? Let's go ahead and actually look at a different DM setting process. Here's our brother George, who we also helped out as well. Man, he would probably give you some great game on this as well. He actually helps other DM setters. Shout out to my brother George, but he actually messaged us. Hey Joe, do you have a Skool community, brother? Right? He gave us a follow. Nurturing. What makes us unique? What makes us different? We're sending voice memos. It's personal. You don't get voice memos from people, right? And that's what makes us personable. Boom. We're getting into the qualification. Here he starts telling me about his bottlenecks. I sent him a solution to that. Thank you, sir. Boom. We're going. Look, no script. Just being genuine and asking questions about what is going on in his business. We're going back and forth voice memos, and eventually continuously sending more. Boom. Looking forward to it. God bless you. Send the entire link here so that we can jump on a call. We ended up jumping, and he ended up working with us in one of our offers right there. So I could show you so many different examples on how we do not follow a script. We follow frameworks, and the frameworks are this. You got that opener. Now, phase 3, we want to qualify, build rapport, and amplify the problem that they currently have, because that's why they probably gave you a follow, because they have a problem that you have a solution to, right? Because when you ran your follower ads, you said, and you called out that specific ICP with their bottlenecks and the problems, and you presented a solution. That's why they're there. 3 things to uncover in this phase. Where are they now? Where do they want to go? Where are they now? Revenue model, what's working? Where do they want to go? Their goal and their timeline, and what's stopping them? Specific named bottleneck. You identify those 3 things in the qualification process, and they don't come in order necessarily. It's different every conversation. Understand that, but you need to know these things. Where they at? Where do they want to go? And what's stopping them? The more they talk, the stronger your positioning is. Keep your questions natural. Send voice memos. Like, be genuinely curious and interested about them, because they could potentially be your client. Why would you not want to be curious and interested about them? Forget the money. Like, literally forget the money. Like, you get to serve this person. This person gave you a follow, whether they work with you or not. You have this obligation, moral obligation, and most importantly, onto the Lord. For Scripture said, do all things unto the Lord. You have somebody in front of you that you can help and serve. Do it unto the Lord, and God will literally reward those who diligently do things that are unto him of good service. Literally, you won't ever have to worry about booking clients or signing clients or anything like that. Just position yourself as that person who's a fountain of living water, giving away all of this value and service. And eventually the people will want to work with you. Are you mainly getting clients right now organic, running paid ads? Some of the questions that we ask. What's the biggest thing holding you back right now, holding you from scaling right now? I asked that. I even sent a voice memo. Still in growth mode or feeling comfortable where you're at? Nobody wants to be comfortable. And if they're comfortable, then they're not your ICP. They should be wanting to grow. But this provokes that question. It's like, nah, bro, I'm growing. Oh, cool, man. Like, where are you growing to? See, second question. I'm growing to X amount. I want to make 30K per month. I want to make 50K per month. Okay, cool, man. Like, where are you at right now? 10K. What's stopping you, bro? Like, you seem like a pretty smart guy, intelligent person. Like, what's stopping you from getting to that 30K from that 10K right now? Boom, they tell me their problem. I got the ammo to be able to provide a solution to that problem now, solve that problem, give value, and I'll show you how we do that. What's been your best source of client acquisition lately? I asked that. Of course, this is tailored to my offer. You make this tailored to yours. Amplify the problem. They will tell you things are going well. Lead generation is inconsistent, not enough time, can't scale past X amount. Look, create a gap. So things are going well. When people say that, it's like, oh, good to hear. So you're not looking to scale beyond where you're at, or is there still a ceiling you're trying to break through? When I say that, it's like, and it could be worded different. Understand the framework. We don't always say exactly verbatim, but when you say this, like, all right, cool. So everything's good. You're not looking to scale, right? It's a pull marketing. What am I doing? I'm saying you're not looking to scale, right? And guess what they're going to do? No, I am. I am looking to scale. They're pulling. It's genius. Lead generation is inconsistent, deep in the cost. So how long has it been inconsistent? Like literally, it's when you go to the doctor and you have a pain right here. Like say you have a pain on your elbow, right? You got a pain on your elbow. What does the doctor do? The doctor will go and squeeze it and be like, oh, where does it hurt? Right there. And you're like, bro, like literally right there. That's exactly what you're doing in the DMs. Squeeze that pain. Okay. So like how long has it been inconsistent? Because that inconsistency compounds every week without a reliable system. You don't have to say these words verbatim, right? But like understand the framework. This is what you want to make them feel. I'm giving you the framework, not the verbatim script. Don't copy the script. I'm telling you, do not copy this script. It's not a script. It's a framework. This is what I want to make them feel like, man, like that's going to compound, right? You need a solution. You need to fix this. That's what we want to help them understand. Not enough time, reframe the problem. The time problem is usually a symptom of doing something manual stuff, right? That could be systemized, right? Especially for business owners. So what does your current lead generation actually look like day to day? I'm just getting all this qualification going on, not with the exact verbatim script, but rather the framework of understanding. This is the information I want to extract. Can't scale past X amount. Name the real issue. The plateau is always a systems problem, not a you problem. The money ceiling is the same one that I used to have at this exact stage. What is your current acquisition stack, or what is your current lead acquisition engine, or what are you doing to get clients? Made simple. Literally, when you ask that, they will tell you that in the voice memo. Look, I hear you, and honestly, what you just described is the same thing that cost coaches 3 or 4 months of momentum. The inconsistency isn't random. Like I'll say this, like it's not random. We've helped 70 plus clients scale and produce a 3x ROAS. We're literally doing 7.1, 16x ROAS in our IG acquisition funnel right now with this ad strategy. What do you feel is stopping you from producing that type of ROAS? You say that you're already investing into ads. I'll literally say that in a voice memo. They'll respond. They'll tell. We're literally having a consultative approach in the DMs. They're giving me their problems, and I'm literally giving them solutions based on our market knowledge and industry expertise. And as we go on, something just went crazy over here. Boom. As we go on to the next stage, right, what will happen, I'm going to show you here another conversation so that you have an opportunity to see this actually in play and how it works. Here's my brother Dakota. We probably should change that picture right there, but hey, he literally just messaged how much. What are the deliverables? God bless you, brother. Boom. He's asking about deliverables. He's trying to jump in straight and to dictate this conversation how he wants it to go, and we got to pull, like, bro, because truly, we do not need clients. We're here to serve. We're here to help. So when we do this, I will literally pull away. God bless you, brother. And boom, start asking questions. Hey, so got a lot to learn. Start giving me everything about his business and the problems and the bottlenecks that he's encountering. We're having a back and forth conversation, just how I literally framed it to you right now. Boom, boom, boom. Send me the link. Boom, here we go. That's it. That's how we go about it. That's how we literally manage all of our inbound DMs. So that is that. We got our brother there, got him into what the next phase is here. So as I just mentioned, we just went through that right now. Let's go back here in terms of dropping those value assets, because as you can see, we use voice memos a lot. What we do, we start that initial conversation, have an opener. We then go into qualifying questions. So opener, building rapport, qualifying questions, right? We build rapport for about, a couple messages, could be longer, right? Just really gauge how the conversation is going. But now I'm dropping value to that bottleneck that we discovered. How do we do that? Voice memos, 30 to 60 seconds personal, builds trust faster, mirror the problem back. So repeat that problem to them. So if they tell you that they've been running ads, but they're not producing the results that they want, it's like, gotcha, bro. So it looks like you're already running ads, but you're running it to a VSL. And right now, VSL cost per book call is $200 to $300 with a 50% show rate. That makes sense. Look, most people that I work with actually have that same problem until reframe, boom, you present what you do without saying, hey, this is what I'll do. No, until they run an IG acquisition funnel. Have you ran an IG funnel before? Boom, back on them. Send them a reel. I can send them a reel. We have a lot of pre-made reels and just value. Like all the reels that we post is literally like to solve problems. And when we post those reels, that's why our middle funnel content is absolutely dialed. Like they'll tell me about lead generation, or they'll tell me about their DM setting process, or they'll tell me about retargeting ads or DM ads and why it's not working. And I'll send them an exact DM ad, an exact reel, solving that exact bottleneck, so that I'm not just telling them, but I'm showing them with a Miro board and a breakdown, showing our client results or showing how we have produced it. But more than anything, our client results, because people want to see other people win. People want to see how you're helping others, not just yourself. Or we really just send a YouTube video. We have a ton of YouTube assets, and that's why you want to have those available. You want to build these out, because when you have these assets available, like we literally have assets available for just about every bottleneck that our ICP has, and we just give it away to them, not free, because they're paying us with their most valuable thing, which is your time. When you pay us with your time, that's the best thing that we can have, because trust is the biggest currency right now. And when I can solve this trust recession problem by giving you value and providing results, you literally eventually will want to work with us because we have the best results, right? And you can see, I don't know what I was going to show you with that YouTube part right there, but I think I was just going to show you some of the assets that we have right there. But you can check out our YouTube channel if you really want to. So when that happens, we then bring them on to not sending, want to jump on a strategy call, book a free discovery. You solve that problem. First, solve the problem. Serve them. Serve them with value. If you serve them with value and they actually have a problem and you agitated the pain so much so that they know that they got to fix the problem and you solve that problem with them, what's the next best option for them? To book a call. Why would they not want to book a call if you've already shown them that you're serving with value? They want to book a call now because it's in their best interest to go solve this further, or to ask a question about the specific value asset that they've already understood that solves the problem. So look, this is how we frame it. Instead of saying, hey, like we should book a strategy call, or here's a business consultation call. No, I just say, like, I just make that call the next best choice. And when you frame it that way, it's literally easy. We'll be on the call or on in DMs, and that person will already understand that there's authority, that we have value, that we have the solution to the problem. Frame it something like, hey, bro, like I could literally explain this over in the DM and probably take maybe a couple hours or days or weeks, whatever it may be. Or instead, I could just jump on, have a quick chat with you, share my screen, solve the exact problem for you, and then we can take it from there. What do you think? Boom. Hey, bro, look, I could go back and forth with you here in the DM, but it'll probably be easiest if we just jump on for 10, 15 minutes. I share my screen. I show you exactly how to solve that exact blank problem. Take it from there. Boom. People want to jump on calls all the time when you run it that way. And then, of course, once they confirm, you do want to go through this pre-qualification, letting them know, because we're not being deceptive. We don't want to, hey, bro, we're just jumping on a business call, just adding value and like not making an offer. Like, be real. Like, we're going to make an offer, but like, I am still going to do exactly what I told you. And you know that because I've already solved that bottleneck. Now we're jumping on a call so that I can answer further questions. Look, I say it all the time. Once I get that confirmation, it's in stages. You get that confirmation, I'm like, hey, by the way, bro, like on that call, like I'm going to solve that exact bottleneck. And of course, I'm going to show you how you can work and partner with us so that we can solve this. If you want to do that, praise God. And if not, praise God as well, because you'll still leave that call having this XYZ bottleneck solved for your business, and we will have built that relationship. Cool. There you go. Now they know you're going to make an offer if you can help them, right? And if they're the right person at the right time, you're going to make an offer. And if not, at least, or at most, they're going to solve that bottleneck. Plus, even if they don't work with you right now, you solve that bottleneck, you go solve that for them, they're going to want to work with you in the future. That's how we run our DMs right there. Questionnaire, of course, we only book calls with people who show 80% intent on wanting to work and states that they have multiple four figures available. Clear description of the situation. I'll show you one more example here. I think we have, this was literally today, right? So happened earlier today. Love your content, G. Keep up the amazing work. Our brother went through the entire process. Appreciate The love, brother. God bless you. See, it's very much, look, you tapped in with Connor. Why? Because we were attentive of what they have on their profile. You tapped in with Connor. And boom, we just start going. We're having a conversation about like Connor in the pub and whatnot for sure, bro. You in Ireland or in the US, like it's a very much nonchalant building rapport type of approach, right? And now we're getting into it. We start going. I'm running follower ads. Hey, got into the game, et cetera, et cetera. He's telling me about what's going on. I'm giving game. I'm literally giving game. I'm solving his bottlenecks in this DM. And because of that, now the resistance is down. Yeah, brother, we can hop on a call. Boom. Here's the call. Booked in 2 hours. Literally booked same day. Here we are. And what we do, like literally what I did here, because I'm telling you, we're just straight off the gate and show him and everything. I was like, hey, see you in a few hours, bro. By the way, I sent him our client offers. I'm like, if you do decide to partner with us, here's so that you know everything that you will receive with us, regardless, you'll get value on that call. Speak on the call, G. Man, we're in the process, and the Lord wills, we will end up working with him. If the Lord wills for it to be a later time, then praise God. If he wills that just in that call, he got exactly what he needed and how we were supposed to serve him, praise God. That's how we run our DMs right there with our followers. So let's go ahead and just talk about a few type of objections, and we're almost done here. We'll talk about a couple objections and how to increase their show up and some KPIs, but how to go through some of these objections really that you're having. And an objection is just, quite frankly, you have not shown the authority, because if they do see you as an authority, you're actually solving problems. They might ask, hey, is this a sales call? No, I'm not pitching anything in this. I'm just looking to solve your bottleneck, right? Like we want to make sure that they know that we're just looking to solve, and you can't fake genuineness. You can't fake trust. You can't fake realness. And if you can show that, they're going to want to jump on a call. Can you send me more info? Let me think about it. No rush at all. I know I've only got 2 slots. Create some scarcity and urgency. But like, if you want, like we could do that in another time, a month from now, 2 months from now. When you show that I don't need you, I don't really necessarily, it's not that you don't care. It's just, you can't care more than they care. And if they don't care enough, then why would you necessarily want to go bring them on to caring? You can't. So because of that, it's like, let them go. I'm really busy right now. Me too. I'm running a business. Like me too. I'm busy as well, right? That's why it only takes 10 minutes. And if you really want to solve this, I can send you the link. We can solve that problem. If you don't, that's cool. You can only do that when you have authority, of course. Day 0, initial opener, right? 48 hours, soft check-in, 96 hours. We want to check in again. 7 days, we want to check in again. Boom, you end up booking them. And of course, we have an entire tracking sheet on how to do this. Right here, 5 steps, show up. Follow these 5 steps to make sure that people actually show up. Sending booking link immediately after they confirm. Here's the booking link. Or you have them book themselves. Voice memo, looking forward to it. That's how I say it. Instead of saying looking forward to a call in a text message, I'll just drop it real quick. Hey, bro, look forward to meeting you, bro. God bless you. Have a blessed day. That's it. It just connects that connectability, that authenticity. Pre-call questionnaire. And whenever people book a call, there's a pre-call questionnaire. And that's how we know 80% of our people who join have to be already 80% committed, at least with high intent to wanting to work with us. Day before, quick voice memo. Hey, bro, like looking forward to our call tomorrow, bro. Let me know if there's anything that you want us to cover specifically, or looking forward to our call tomorrow, bro. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. That's it. Day of, 15-minute reminder, and resend that link. Hey, bro, here's the link, just by the way, like just so that you're not sorting through it. Here's the link. See you here in 15 minutes. That's it. Build anticipation. Post a client, bro. You start building anticipation by posting story sequences, sending one relevant through the DM, or keeping high energy and warm. Like if you can continue to have these conversations until you book a call, there's no reason why this will not work for you. Here are the KPIs. Initial reply rate, because they followed you, target 70-80%. If below, that means your opener is too generic. You don't want to have generic openers. You want to be authentic, unique. Qualification conversation, 4 messages, 60 to 7%. If not asking too many questions, right? You're sounding way too scripted. Asset acceptance rate, that they accept the value asset. 50 to 60% of the people will accept that. Pain, if not, pain is not amplified enough before you drop. Dig deeper first. Booking rate, 40 to 55% of people should be booking a call with you. Of course, qualified people. Call language, if not, call language too formal. Remove strategy call language. Don't be salesy. Be a consultative type of partner where you're I like this is how I run my business. Like, hey, bro, like I literally say that, hey, brother, like, what's good, brother? Like, literally, I will run it that way because I don't want to be like this coach. I'm not a coach. We don't sell coaching. Like, we literally just implement and get results. That's it. We're partners. Show rate. You have 80% show rate. Running a 2-step protocol instead of a 5-step sequence. Close rate should be about 30 to 50%. If not, questionnaires to lose. Tightened minimum investment readiness, right? You got to let them know that there's an investment, or they should know that. Right, based on your framing and your content, all that you post. If they don't know that, man, there's something wrong with the way that you've built your authority right there. But if not, like, that's literally what we're doing right here. So if you spend $500 in ads, you get about 100 ICP follows, you get 70% reply rate, 50% book rate. Man, you could be making literally 15 to 35K and probably a higher number right here. I would say closer to that 1,500 on ad spend right there to be more accurate with those specific numbers. Common mistakes to avoid: generic welcome message, text heavy message, DMing way too late, no questionnaire before call, skipping the profile check, weak show rate protocol, pitching before qualifying, and no follow-up system. Again, this is our exact frameworks for inbound followers that are coming in every single day from our follower ads. Implement this into your business, have real conversations, build real relationships, build rapport, amplify the problems of your ICP followers, provide value, frame the call as a consultative approach, as a partner, as somebody who is going to support and help and actually solve the problem to their bottleneck. And there's no reason why you should not be generating revenue and attracting the right people, because this already within itself, all of this is literally going to position you way different than everybody else who's just trying to sell and book calls and pitch and pitch and pitch. Pull marketing, pull a little bit. Be okay with pulling. When you're okay with pulling, they will come. Myron Golden said this way one time, and it absolutely changed everything the way that I saw it. He said, when you go chase after clients, they will be running from you. When you run away from your clients or from leads, they will come chasing you. So I'll say that again. When you go chase after the leads, they will run from you. When you let the leads come and chase after you, or when you run away from these leads, they will come and chase you. I'd rather have them chasing me than me chasing them. And that's why we don't chase anybody, but instead we run this pull marketing, and you should too. God bless you. May the glory be to our Lord. Go implement this right here and have the best conversations. Serve people in the DMs. Like, literally have this servant mindset and abundant mindset that you're there to give value, to give you a follow for a specific reason, whether they convert right now, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, or they never do, and you got the opportunity to serve them. You did it unto the Lord. So glory be to him. Let's get this going. Let's get these followers in. Let's get some book calls with the right people. And of course, God willing, the Lord allows you to bring in people which will generate revenue. But more than anything, you will be able to serve the people that you were called to serve. Let's go.